Hi, this is Brendan Davis from Bedrock Games and the Bedrock blog, and today I want to talk about region codes on Blu-rays and DVDs. I discuss a lot of movies from other countries, and I realize that some of them, for many people, will be out of region when they buy them. So, if you're not familiar with what a region code is, this is Dragon Swamp. It's a Region 3 DVD. So if I have a Region 1 player, this shouldn't work on it. There should be problems. It should either be really unclear and grainy, or it just shouldn't play, period. That's in just so you can see it on Blu-ray. This is a Region 1 Blu-ray, and this is a Region A Blu-ray and a Region B Blu-ray. And the Region B will not play on an A player and vice versa. And what's interesting about that is my Region A Blu-ray is actually from Thailand, so it's got all Thai writing on the back of it, but it's Region A, and my Region B is in English, but I don't know, maybe it's from an English-speaking country that's Region B. And again, for this one, I probably could get it in A if I really wanted to. It's a big enough movie that wouldn't be an issue, and for this one, I have no idea. I suspect you could because I think that's also big. But Dragon Swamp, I didn't find it in Region 1. I had to get it in Region 3. Maybe that's different now, but I definitely had trouble finding it in Region 1. And so I want to talk about it because I know a lot of you probably know how to get around this issue, and it's not a big deal for you. So this isn't really for you folk. If you know about this, you're probably already not paying attention and you've turned it off. But I suspect there are people who maybe they want to watch an old martial arts movie or an old foreign movie, and they know that they can get it in Region 3 or some region that's outside of their that doesn't align with their player, and they don't know if they should spend the money because they won't be able to see it. When I first, I initially, when I, like, back in the day when I first started watching these movies, I would only buy movies that were in my region because I didn't know how to get around the problem. But I would see, hey, there are a lot of movies I really want that are in Region B and I can't get that, or Region 3 and 4 and I can't get those, or I can't play them. And one day I just started researching it, and I found out, oh, it's possible to get around it, and I started ordering the Region 3 videos, and I'm sorry, the Region 3 DVDs, and it made so many things accessible to me that weren't accessible prior to that. So there are two basic. Well, first off, I should say the whole region code thing is an artificial thing that they lay on top of it after it's done. Like, a DVD player really doesn't have a region. It should be able to play any DVD from any place. So I guess technically they're all kind of Region 0 in there when they're made. But they add this on to appease the movie companies for marketing and copyright purposes. There's a lot of disagreement over the validity of doing that, whether it's legal or illegal, or whether it violates certain trade deals, or some people even think it violates people's rights to buy something and then use it. So there's different opinions out there. I don't think region codes are a good idea. I think they're a bad thing. I don't want to get too into that, but I think it inhibits the exchange of culture. I think I think it makes it hard for people. Say you move away from your own country and you're living abroad, it makes it hard for you to watch movies from your homeland. It's just sort of insane that you can buy something physically, but you'd have to literally move in order to watch it. I just think that's a little bit ridiculous. It's taking the I understand the need to protect copyright, but it's taking it to such an extreme, ridiculous level. So I just don't agree with them, and I think they're bad. My wife is from Thailand, so dealing with region codes for her is something that is annoying. And again, I think that it's really helpful for us to watch movies and shows and things from other places. It's not a replacement for learning about those places and interacting with people from those places, but it really does illuminate life outside of your own country for you, and I think it increases empathy, and it also increases cultural exchange. It's good for the arts, and it's just I think the gain is mainly positive. So I'm very much not in favor of region codes, but they exist, and so there are ways around them. The easiest way is to get a multi-regional DVD or Blu-ray player. There are different rules around how these can be advertised, so they're not always advertised as multi-regional players, but you can find out which models are and usually where you can get them. I believe you might be able to get them on Amazon. So that's probably the easiest way. Another way is you know, like I said, these are artificial things. So it's not like a Mac and a PC. It's not like there's this actual coding thing that's essential to the system that that the coding is for. This is about something that they put on after. So with a Mac, if I try to put in PC software, there's going to be a problem. That really shouldn't exist with DVDs. It's just something they've added on. It's an unnecessary addition. So a lot of models you can unprogram that. You can usually set it to region 0, which will be multi-regional. You know, I think there are other, or you can just change it to a different region. So you could, each time you do it, you might change it from 1 to 4 to 5, and you'll be able to watch movies from different regions. Now every DVD player is different. You have to find out what the codes are and all that. And some of them, like if you update your, like you can update your Blu-ray players and stuff by connecting online. Sometimes they do things to make that impossible if you update. So just know that. And I think on like Macs, they have like a DVD player that you can attach, and that will allow you to change your region like 4 or 5 times before it permanently sets to one region. And I don't know if there's a way around that, but basically you reprogram the DVD player with your remote, or you get a multi-regional player, and they're actually fairly affordable. They're not that expensive. They're usually pretty good price. You just want to make sure you check out reviews, because some of them are total garbage, and you want to make sure you're getting one that'll actually work. And the same thing for other formats. Like you can get the players that will play like VCDs and stuff. Like, you know, sometimes when you buy these movies, you have to get them in older formats, and so it's always good to you know, try to get, you know, different players that will be able to play them. But yeah, so region codes are not an obstruction if you don't want them to be, and you're willing to put either a little bit of money in or a little bit of time into figuring out how to get around the problem. I won't walk you through all the baby steps of that, but I mean, you know, that should be enough information for people who maybe didn't know about that to go and find out what they need to know. And again, I don't really like region codes. I think that they make it difficult to watch a lot of these movies. And again, it's not, I mean, I could understand if it was for all new films that are just coming out and they're trying to release them in a staggered way, but this is affecting movies that came out 40, 50 years ago. So so Dragon Swamp was 1969, I think. I had to get it out of region. You know, it's a little bit stupid. I think the idea that somebody would literally have to move to watch a movie is silly, and that they should have to move is also, I don't know, a little bit immoral in my view. So I'm sure other people have different points of view on this. I'm not going to try to persuade anybody, but that's how I feel about it. And these are the steps you can take if you want to get around the problem. So I will talk to you later.